Hello and welcome to Yoga Essentials with Ashley. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Woke up to a beautiful morning, enjoying everything around you. It's important to be aware of the things around you, your thoughts, your feelings, and also thoughts and feelings of those around you. Today we are going to get our hands dirty. That is the series part that we are going to discuss today, is a meditation, how to get our hands dirty. So let's go ahead and tune in together and work together towards a good, deep meditation together. Go ahead and bring the hands at the heart center, coming to the breath, being aware of how your breath is flowing or not flowing. Imagining the heart opening up wide to release and restore all that is needed for you today. And squeeze those palms together. Inhale deep. And see connecting to the golden chain of those who've come before us today. And we're going to connect with resounding our own gong 3 times, meaning we are going to resound our sound and bring all the organs and systems of the body, the spirit, the heart, and the mind into harmony and unity for you, for this practice. Inhale deep. Om. Again. Om. Last time. Om. Now inhale. See the 2 spirals of energy moving up the spine, all the way up the central divine energy within, all the way to the top or the crown of the head. And release. And from the heart, imagine connecting all the way through the body, outside the body, as far as you can imagine, connecting with the divine in and through all things. The light, the life, creation. And when you're done, release this gesture. Put your hands on your knees. We're going to do a nice breathing exercise. We're going to inhale as quickly as we can. And then we're going to suspend the breath for as long as we can. So inhale and suspend the breath, meaning relax the face, relax the shoulders. Just let that breath be up as high as it can. And then exhale as quickly as you can. And suspend that breath out for as long as possible. And when you can't any longer, inhale as fast as you can. When you must release, release as fast as you can, suspending that breath out. Go ahead and continue this technique on your own time. Last breath like this. If you want to continue, this breathing exercise. Pause the video now. And come to natural breath. This breathing exercise really opens up the third eye. It helps to break up the calcium that builds up there and helps to awaken your connection with the divine before we get our hands dirty today. And so let's go ahead and inhale left, exhale right, inhale left, exhale right. Bring that body and breath in combination, in unity together. And you're going to bring the arms up, fingers in front, thumbs in back. And a nice twist with the breath. Keeping the arms and the chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, center. Hold the arms up. We're going to bring the elbows up towards the sky. And exhale down. Inhale. Hold the elbows up, 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 up. And exhale, release. We're going to drop the chin down. Inhale up. In small circles around. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Widen that circle. And when the chin makes it back down, inhale the opposite direction. Widen that circle even more. Last time around. And inhale, center. Stay here a few breaths. Feel how you feel. Go ahead and bring the feet out in front of you. You're going to inhale the left over and exhale. Inhale back up and exhale. Inhale up. Exhale towards that foot. Inhale. Exhale. You can do this with the legs apart, seated on a chair or a couch. Inhale up. Exhale, continuing with this breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last set. Now we're going to go back to the left side and hold it here. Breathing into this. Keeping that leg straight. If you need to hold on to the ankle or the shin or even just above the knee, go ahead and do that. As you inhale, elongate that spine. Exhale, round it further down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Then inhale the opposite. And exhale down. And hold here. Long, deep breaths. Using that breath to stretch even further to this side. Good. Inhale up. And exhale down. Bring the feet together and close to the body. You're going to flap those butterfly wings bigger and bigger and bigger, releasing those hips, strengthening them, and start to slow it down. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and come down to our back. We're going to inhale one leg up and bring it back down, and then the opposite. Holding with the palms on the floor for stability. Using the breath, inhale it up, exhale back down. Good. Then coming to the left leg, hold it up. And as you hold it up here, if you're able, we're going to inhale the buttocks off the floor and exhale back down. Inhale up, exhale down. And bring this back down. Inhale the opposite leg up. Inhale up, exhale down. Heel towards that ceiling. Using that breath. Last one. Good. Bring the knee down. You're going to bring the hands behind the knees up. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Halfway, you're doing a beautiful job. Inhaling the feet up and back down. Good. Now inhale them up to the ceiling. Pointing the toes, you're going to draw small circles on the ceiling, one direction. Then you're going to draw those circles the opposite direction. One side is easier than the other, it seems. Good. You're going to drop the right leg, bring the nose up to the left, and exhale as you switch. Inhale up, exhale. If this is too much, then you can bring it just the knee and keep the head down. Keeping that tummy tight. Last ones. And inhale and exhale, release. Bring the arms out, palms flat on the floor. You're going to inhale, exhale, release the knees to one side. Inhale them back up and exhale them from the other side. Getting a nice twist here. Last one each side. Good, and you're going to roll to one side. Gently press yourself back up. You're going to come to hands and knees. Planting the knees under the hips. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread those fingers. Active feet up on the toes. We're going to inhale up. And exhale round. Inhale up. Exhale round. Really press through the shoulders. Relax the shoulders here. And pressing through. You can go faster if you like. Use the breath. Inhale up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And exhale, press, press, press. And then you're going to press those knees up in the air and push that head through. We're going to pump the heels. Now, if you're in a chair, just hold on to the other chair and you're going to pump or get that head through and pump those heels. Okay? Similar movement there for modification. Now bend both the knees, pushing that head through and press those heels close to the floor and breathe. If you're holding onto a chair, just keep the head down towards the floor and breathe. You're going to inhale, right leg up, exhale back down. Inhale opposite, and back down. Good. Come to the knees and press that head through and press back, stretching through the arms here. Now you're going to have karate chop arms. Fingers close together, thumbs pointed up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale one side, exhale back down. Inhale, exhale. Working those shoulders and upper back. Using that breath and relax, stretch back through, stretch those hands even further away. Good, and pressing yourself back up. Getting yourself to a comfortable seated position for our meditation today. On getting our hands dirty. I was reading a transcript of a talk by Panlap Rinpoche, and he said, in the process of uncovering Buddha nature, in the process of uncovering our open, unfixated quality of our mind, we have to be willing to get our hands dirty. In other words, he was saying that we need to be willing to work with our disturbing emotions, the ones that feel entirely dark. We all have emotional experiences that feel terrifying. In order to experience our natural state, we have to be willing to experience these emotions, to actually experience our ego and our ego clinging. This may feel disturbing and negative, or even insane. Most of us, consciously or unconsciously, would like meditation to be a chill-out session where we don't have to relate to unpleasantness. Actually, a lot of people have the misunderstanding that this is what meditation is about. They believe meditation includes everything except that which feels bad. And if something does feel bad, you're supposed to label it thinking and shove it away or hit it on the head with a mallet when you feel even the slightest hint of panic that you're about to feel or experience something unpleasant. You use the label thinking as a way to express it or repress it, and you rush back to the object of meditation, hoping that you never have to go into this uncomfortable place. But Rimlock Rinpoche added something really important to this statement. He said that without having a direct experience of our emotions, we can never touch the heart of Buddha nature. We can never actually hear the message of awakening. The only way out, so to speak, is through. But what does this word experiencing mean? How can we experience emotions? How can we experience this negative, disturbing, unsettling stuff that we generally avoid? How do we get our hands dirty with them? Panlop Rinpoche says it's only by really tasting your experience of emotions that you get a taste of enlightenment. Buddha nature and the natural state are not just made up of happy, sweet emotions. Buddha nature includes everything. It's the calm and the disturbed and the roiled up and the still. It's the bitter and the sweet, the uncomfortable, the uncomfortable. Buddha nature includes opening up to all these things, and it's found in the midst of all of them. Because we perceive dualistically and have this black or white thinking where we label things either good or bad, we shut down when strong energy arises. We associate this strong energy with different thoughts, memories of the past, or fantasies about the future. And then this somewhat indescribable thing happens, which we call feeling an emotion. Emotions, in essence, are just pure energy, but because of dualistic perception, we identify the emotion as me, and it gets very locked in. The energy gets frozen. Rinpoche once said emotions are composed of energy, which can be likened to water and a dualistic thought process, which could be likened to pigment or paint. When energy and thought are mixed together, they become vivid and colorful emotions. Concept gives the energy a particular location, a sense of relationship, which makes the emotions vivid and strong. Fundamentally, the reason why emotions are discomforting, painful, frustrating, is because a relationship to the emotions is not quite clear. This is to say that energy itself is not a problem. We always associate our emotions with thoughts. We're scared of something, or we're angry at somebody, or we're feeling lonely or ashamed or lustful in a relationship with either ourselves or somebody else. One of my first experiences of really feeling an emotion was very interesting. It was in a period of a lot of distress that I couldn't get away from. This happens in our life frequently. The person who was triggering me wasn't going away. It was at the Abbey, where I live. We had to live with each other in pretty close quarters. What was being triggered were old memories and conditioning. This is often the case with strong emotions. There's a lot locked in us. It can be quite irrational. It's like we're dogs who hear certain sounds and freak out. We see a certain facial expression, or someone treats us in a certain way, or there's just the right tone of voice, or someone reminds us of something. And out of the blue, there's this whole felt sense of dread or anger or deep sadness. Usually we're not even aware of it. We're simply reacting the way we always have. In this particular instance, what we were being triggered for me was a feeling of helplessness, because this woman disliked me intensely and wouldn't talk to me about it. The situation was bringing up feelings of powerlessness, of not being able to get things under control, of not being able to make everything right. I couldn't get her to like me, and I couldn't even get her to talk about it. There was no way that my usual strategies were going to work, so I was just naked with this recurring dread. I met her in the halls constantly. She'd walk by coldly, and boy, it would bring up what felt like centuries of conditioning and perceived hurts. I thought to myself, this is my big chance. Maybe if I really go into this, I won't ever have this issue come up again in this lifetime or any other lifetime. So So one night I went to the meditation hall. I sat all night long because I was in so much pain. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't think much at all because I was in so much pain. Sometimes pain completely knocks thoughts out. You're sitting in the pain and it's like you're speechless at all levels. As I sat, I began to have this quality of experiencing what I was going through with this woman. I had a body memory of being a very little child, but it wasn't like I was remembering a traumatic experience or anything. I just realized at a cellular level that my entire ego structure, my entire personality, was designed never to go to this particular feeling. I began to experience a deep feeling of inadequacy, like I wasn't okay. I realized that what I was experiencing was a complete death to ego. From that felt experience, I began to realize the power of getting sidetracked with words, getting sidetracked with thoughts about our emotions. We get completely sidetracked with our strategies, which are always designed to move away from the felt experience. So, whether it's a humdinger of an emotion, a kind of core pain to our ego structure, such as mine was, or whether it's any strong emotion or even a more mild emotion, it's so easy for us to get stuck and wrapped up in the story and thoughts around the emotion. From there, the emotions escalate and enslave us. You have to get dirty with your emotions. Meditation allows us to feel them, live them, and taste them completely. It gives us a lot of insight into why we do the things we do and why other people do the things they do. Out of this insight, compassion is born. This insight also begins to open the doorway to Buddha nature and the complete, open spaciousness that's available when we're not blocking our feelings. Once I was able to allow myself to have a felt sense of my emotions, it was completely liberating. As Rinpoche said, until you begin to really relate with the unfavorable or the unpleasant things as part of your meditation, they're not the whole thing. But until you start working with them, you don't really have the quality of being on a path of awakening. Meditate on these things, coming to feel and see and taste those hidden emotions. Go ahead and pause the video and set a timer for as long as you desire to meditate, or allow, if you have time, to freely continue your meditation. When you're ready, go ahead and release this gesture. Come down flat on your back for deep relaxation. Inhale and exhale. Relax the whole body, the bottoms of the feet and the toes, the ankles, the lower legs, the upper legs, the hips, the belly. Let it be heavy towards the floor. Relax the lower back, middle back, upper back, and the shoulders. Relax the fingers and the palms and the wrists, lower arms and upper arms, back of the neck, the jawbone. Swallow to relax the tongue and the throat. Relax the bridge of the nose and the cheekbones, the eyes and behind the eyes, back of the head, sides of the head, front of the head, top of the head. Relax. Breathe. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. And start to subtly awaken the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. And roll the wrists and ankles in small circles one direction and the opposite direction. Inhale the arms up for a deep stretch. And exhale them up and over. Bring one knee up at a time to the chest and roll back and forth on the spine. Massaging it. It works so hard for us. And straighten the right leg and bring the left knee across. Stretch out the opposite hand. Then relax into this stretch. And then inhale the opposite leg and arm.